My name is Paul Newell. I'm the Senior Engineer in Longford County Council's Regeneration and Active Travel section, and I'm the Project Manager for the Thrive project. The Thrive project is a landmark project for Longford Town. It's right in the heart of the town, and it's about revitalising an old building and converting it into a hub for the community, creativity and culture. The building has been vacant since the Barracks left in 2009. It's about breathing new life into an old building. It's about creating a space for economic and social development. It's about creating a space for creativity and culture. The population of Longford has risen substantially since 1990. It's risen 61%. Even in the last census, it has increased by 10%. So I suppose there has been a need in the town and in the county for a centre for cultural services and a community hub. The building, when it's renovated, is going to comprise of a county museum, which will showcase our county history, a makerspace, which will be an artistic makerspace for the arts, a series of meeting rooms where the community can use the rooms for different activities, a podcasting and a music room. And at the rear of the building, we're going to have a 500-seater space for a mixed-use space that can be used for events, education purposes or training purposes, and a community café then that will support the whole building. From an accessibility point of view, the building will be accessible at the front of the building, and at the rear, at the new extension, ramped entrances will be included at all doors. From a sustainability point of view, we are going to upgrade the building fabric. So on this project, we have the old part of the building, which is the existing Connolly Barracks, and the existing walls will be upgraded and insulated. We'll provide a new heating system, like a heat pump, and then we will have solar panels at the rear. So all of these renewable energies are aiming to reduce our energy requirements for the building. This project is funded by the Government of Ireland and the European Union through the European Regional Development Fund.
My name is Ciara Reynolds and I'm the Executive Architect for Longford County Council, and I've been involved in this project through the application stage, helping submit all the data for that, and now working towards construction. So on the project we have a consultant team led by Robin Lee Architecture, and they're also supported by Robert Nolan QS MPA Associates. They're the engineers, and then we also have Delap and Waller from the M&E consultant side. So the project is led by the new European Bauhaus principles, 3 key principles being inclusivity, sustainability and beauty. So in this project, we're really focused on creating energy upgrades within the existing fabric of the building. So we're aiming to achieve, to go from an E2 rated existing structure to an A3. And then the new extension element will be a net zero element. Then on the inclusivity side, we're focused on access, mobility, upgrades to the building. We're also looking at graphic signage to cater for everybody. We're also looking at other design features to incorporate that inclusivity element. And then finally, on beauty, we're looking at using as much natural materials as possible, increasing the legibility of the building and enhancing the heritage elements where we can. So a large part of this project is focused on the co-design element and the collaboration that we've had with the community and will continue to have with the community as the project develops, and also post-completion. So this project is for the community, and we've had a number of public consultation events which have guided the direction of the uses of the building. So we ended up, the project, we have a cafe, community cafe, multi-use spaces, an art space, music spaces, and then our heritage and music museum. So Thrive funding, which is the funding stream, which we have received €7 million. That funding in particular is focused on heritage buildings and protected structures in town centres. So this building itself is a valuable heritage asset, and the works to it are going to enable its future, giving it a new use and removing it from a vacant status to a community hub.
I'm on the steering committee we were appointed by the management of Longford County Council, myself, Lorraine O'Connor, Ciara Reynolds, Paul Newell, John Brannigan, Mickey Nevin and John McCone. We were the steering committee, so we were responsible for making sure that the application went and it was successful, I suppose, ultimately. So myself and Ciara co-authored the application, and we were really lucky that we were successful with the 7 million, so we were delighted. And I suppose being the head of cultural services for Longford County Council, I was able to draw the expertise of the Heritage Officer, Mairead Nicoilha, and the County Archivist, Martin Morris. So we were able to kind of establish that this was a key piece of infrastructure in the town. It is really important, I suppose, that this key piece of architecture is going to be renovated and reused in a cultural sense for the use of everyone in the community. Now, I know everyone thinks aesthetics, but there is a beauty in enforcement and there is a beauty in these old barrack buildings, because for a long time in Longford, it was a real symbol of safety and security. And then, of course, our neighbours, the LWETB, that it can become a real cultural centre. And I think we're calling it the Camden Quarter. So it'll be really interesting to see how the whole area evolves, because there will be a plaza, and the two organisations are going to really partner together to make sure that this building is a complete success and is accessible to everyone in the community. So we're really excited about that. I think we've finally hit gold with the Thrive. It allows us to use a really significant heritage building and bring it back to be repurposed for the use of the community. And then obviously we know the people come because Longford Lights and the Dead of Night Festival and the Culture Night events that we've had here, when the building was not fit for use, having over 30,000 people visit the actual site, it'll be great that we'll be able to actually give them real value again with those events, but also that they'll be able to actually come into the building and access the museum. If they want to just come for a coffee, if they want to record their life story, they can do that up in the pod, the recording studio. So we really have great plans for it. Having a historian in residence will be able to really link the heritage and the placemaking importance of the museum with the makerspace that will be located downstairs. And then obviously having the performance space at the back will allow us to use the music museum and the wonderful manuscripts that we have there from the Father Quinn collection. And it'll be great to hear music from the famine era actually performed by young people from Longford. It really is coming full circle, and by 2028 this should be an absolute game changer for the town, and we're very, very excited about it.
Yeah, well, I suppose it goes back to Barracks. The first plans of the Barracks was in 1774. The Barracks itself opened in 1778, and the first regiment in it was the 13th Hussars, or the British regiment. They operated in the Barracks up to 1922, and the last regiment in it was the 8th Hussars. They left in 1922. Then the Irish government, or the Free State, took it over. There was different units in it. It was closed over the years for several different periods. It opened again in 1972 when the border trouble started, and it continued on, open complete up till 2008, when it closed in permanently, and the 4th Motor Squadron moved to Athlone Barracks.
My name is Alla Shmagovska. I'm a Ukrainian artist currently living in Longford, and I'm the lucky one to be able to proceed with my artistic career here. I think that this magnificent building would be really good to be back to life, because it's interesting, it's big, it has a lot of stories in this. I was a part of the team for Longcourt Lights Festival here. I had a location of Giant's Flower. I know this building quite well. Plus the local history society, Martin Morris, they told me a lot about the story. And I think that this place, which is going to be an art space for all the people, for the community and for professional artists, would bring a lot of life to Longcourt itself.
When we get certificates, that we could have a place to come to here in the barracks, and that the coffee shop can be used for students to get hot tea when they can't get it in the place they're in, and that we can use it as well, and it'd be good for the community to come.
As a student, I'm looking forward for the cafe. The cafe can be a place for gathering with friends and like talking and having like a meal together. I think it'll like bring out more of Longford a little bit, brighten it up a little bit, give us a space to like, I guess, come together as a community and enjoy other activities together.
As Cahirlock of Longford, I'm absolutely delighted to not only welcome the Thrive and the ERDF funding here for the Connolly Barracks, which is supported by the government and the EU, but it's something that the elected members had the vision and of course the support of Longford County Council and its staff to develop this fantastic amenity which is the Connolly Barracks. It is something that has long been neglected. I suppose there's history here, there's tradition here, which is now going to meet innovation in the future, which is going to bring about something special and unique for Longford. I also know that the elected members were very excited about this. And I also want to take the opportunity to thank the executive and the county manager, Paddy Mahan, for having the foresight to ensure that we had additional funding set aside for this project to support it and to develop what really is going to be something magical and special in our county town. It's going to bring life back to the northern quarter, and this is something that has been long talked about with the Longford Municipal District, and it's very important to them and it's very important to the town and to the business people of Longford.